Joining us right now is AIMIM Chief Barrister Asaduddin Owaisi. Asad ji, the kind of performance that we've really seen Maharashtra में 125 से ज़्यादा corporators है. आपको क्या लगता है? What do you think is the real reason behind this successful run in the Maharashtra, local body elections for your party?
I think so. The primary reason is the Almighty Allah has been merciful to us, and of course, I must deeply thank the people of Maharashtra for voting for our party and for our candidates. And the credit goes to our state president, Mr. Imtiaz Jalil, along with Mr. Yusuf Punjani and Mufti Ismail Sahab, the Malegaon MLA, and all the MIM post holders and members and booth presidents. Because 1.5 months ago, the municipality elections were also held, and our performance was quite well. So this time around, it was much better, and it was a very coordinated election campaign. MLAs from Telangana led by Akbaruddin Owaisi, and from Bihar led by Mr. Akhtar Liman Sahab, Adil Hassan, and various units of our Telangana also, which are bordering the state of Maharashtra, had went and worked hard, and so we were able to win 125 municipal corporator seat.
There was always a constant war of words between Imtiaz Jalil and Navneet Kaur Rana. Do you think the debate has now settled with the numbers that you got from that particular seat in concern?
No, you see, people will always criticize and say whatever they have to say, but in Amravati, we had done well, and also in the adjacent Akola, we had won 3 seats. But in the Akola Assembly constituency, though we won only 3 seats, but the total amount of votes we got was around about 62,000 in that assembly constituency. So our party does not indulges in what people like what you mentioned just now. They go down to any extreme level to say whatever they have. But whenever we feel that a reply has to be given, we give it a proper reply is given. But as far as you cannot compare Imtiaz Jalil with that ex-member of parliament, Imtiaz has done tremendous good work as an MP, as an MLA, and now as a state president of Maharashtra. So we still have to he's preparing now for the Zilla Parishad elections, which are going to be held very soon.
There are various leaders within the Maharashtra rank in the Mahayuti, including Eknath Shinde ji, who really said that you are going to be bad news for Indian Muslims. What do you have to say to that?
Well, the bad omens which are looming over his head, and his political space is shrinking definitely, which he is not able to realize. And he's had supported BJP in making this black law of taking away Waqf properties in the name of Waqf Amendment Bill, wherein many dargahs, masjids would be taken away from the Muslims through this act. And he has never uttered a word when mob lynchings have happened. In fact, he has patronized a person who had talked complete rubbish about Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. And so Mr. Shinde has no right whatsoever to talk about Indian Muslims when he has aligned with a communal party whose core ideology is Hindutva. So he should see himself in a mirror and then talk about it.
Also, one has seen one very, very important pattern, whether it is in Bihar or even now in Maharashtra local body polls as well. It seems that the Muslims have found the leader who has been able to put in their voice across. Is that leader Asaduddin Owaisi? Why do you think the Muslims are rallying behind you? Both in Bihar, we saw the success that you got in Simanchal, and now across the state in Maharashtra in the local body elections as well. Is this a shift of the Muslim votes from traditional parties like Congress to your party? Because you were called Team B of BJP. You have been called multiple names in the past, some names which I don't even want to put on air.
Anyone can call me by any name. It doesn't make any difference. The problem is that these political parties are not able to realize and understand the shift which has happened among the Muslim community. We are no longer a captive vote bank as a community of any so-called secular parties, and they should stop taking Muslims for granted that they can vote against laws which will be used against them, as has been done in 2019 when Amit Shah bought he got amendment to UAPA. And they should realize that you cannot take us granted by just assuming wrongly that we will vote for you, whatever candidate, whether you give or not. And there are issues relating to our political leadership. There are issues relating to our social, economic upliftment. There are issues of injustice which happens, no one talks about it. So there is the definite change, and of course, as a political party, we have been trying for many years. We still have to get proper success across India. We'll definitely try, but I'm thankful for whatever has happened in Bihar when our 4 MLAs were taken from us. Despite that, the people of that particular assembly constituency voted for our candidates. We had won 4 assembly, even 5 assembly constituencies again, and we had done substantially well in other places. And the same thing has happened. We won 8 municipal corporators in BMC. We are the opposition party in Aurangabad. We have won substantial number of seats in Marathwada, in Western Maharashtra. I was complaining to Imtiaz Jalil that you didn't make my program in a proper way, because had I gone to, or my party MLAs had gone to Western Maharashtra and in another 2 or 3 places like Jalgaon, we could have won more seats over there, or at least opened our account. So work has to be done. You see, you have to be on the ground. One cannot rely only on giving a press conference or putting something on X. So you must have people on the ground who should be there. For example, there was a communal riot which happened in Akola. None of the local MLA or leaders were there. It is our party people who went and made complaint to the local police, gave them comfort, gave them encouragement, gave them hope. So this is the work which we have been doing, and I'm sure that with a more stronger organization, we will be able to get more electoral successes in the near future, inshallah.
आपको लगता है, do you think that now that the Maharashtra local body elections are over, the traditional parties of Maharashtra, whether it is Ajit Pawar's party, Sharad Pawar's party, Congress, they have been made to bite the dust. The people of Maharashtra showed that what aspiration they are really for. I remember you telling people in all your rallies कि मैं 56 ऐसे अजीत पवार जैसे लोगों को अपने जेब में लेके घूमता हूँ.
Because you see, Ajit Pawar assumes that because of his financial supremacy which he has, he can just walk over on any political leader. For example, the person who contested from Dhule Assembly constituency, who got around about 80,000 votes on our party. So this man was claiming that, out of the 80,000, 50,000 belongs to me and Ajit Pawar. They lost badly over there. We won more than 10 municipal corporators over there. So Ajit Pawar was working according to a plan devised by Devendra Fadnavis, that you put your candidates in only those wards which have substantial Muslim population. And he was made to bite dust. And he lost from many places. He had put candidates in Sholapur, and he tried to even get some people from my party, and those people their faces have been very badly exposed in Sholapur as well. And over and above that, he lost from his own bastion, the so-called bastion of Pune and Pimpri Chinwad, and then in Western Maharashtra. So yes, that is why I'm saying, the political dark clouds are looming over Ajit Pawar and Eknath Shinde, and these people are looking at me, making allegations against me. But what we say in Hindi, कि इनकी बर्फ पिघल रही है.